Hi friends, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to create some cards and get excited for the brand new school year that's coming in the fall, whatever that might look like for you. We all start at different times and I believe that the circumstances are going to be different for everybody, but one thing we can all do together is create some art, think about our teachers, and show them that we're doing so by creating a card before the beginning of the school year. So we simply just folded a piece of paper in half. And on the inside, you can get help if you need it from an adult in your home to write a message to your teacher. But really, you can use anything you have around the house. Watercolor, crayons, pastels, colored pencils, any other forms of paint that you might have, and markers. So really, this can be done with anything you have at home. And I would like to also share with the parents out there that if you have a child that is getting ready for kindergarten, please visit parentandteachtoday.com. That's parentandteachtoday.com. And on there, we are doing a workshop for parents to practice and learn and get some insight on what to expect for kindergarten for your kiddos. And the practices and the tutorials are based on hundreds of kindergarten and preschool teachers surveyed that have really helped to compile a list of important life skills, independent skills, social emotional etiquette, and tips to talk to your teacher and develop that communication with your school from the beginning. So I really encourage you to go to parentandteachtoday.com and to check that out as well. I think that it will be very useful for any parents that are interested in being proactive and hands-on in preparing your child for their first school year, and to ensure that they start with confidence and skills that will help them to flourish and to really have that toolbox full of things that they could use on the first day of school. A lot of it is information that perhaps you don't think of as a parent until you're told, and then it's kind of like an aha moment. So I encourage you to join us on that website and to gain more information there as well. All right, my friends, so let's get started. Today we are going to create, once again, the cards. You can make any face on your cards that you'd like. I'm going to show you the very basic steps on creating that. I'm going to do it right here. So first you're going to take your paper and you're going to go ahead and join the sides, line it up, and make a crease. Our younger friends may need a little assistance with that, so I encourage you to get help from an adult in your home to make a card if you need to. Or you can choose just to do it on a flat piece of paper, and it can be a flat card as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So the shape that we have here is a C shape, and so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do it pretty large. You're going to float your C in the middle of the paper so that you have room for the top and the bottom for the stem, the leaf, and the shoes. All right, so we're going to do a C. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make another backwards C right here and connect in the bottom. All right, just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have two lines coming up for the stem. So you're going to do kind of an arching line and another one, and then a diagonal line for the top of the stem, connecting the two. All right, just like that. And then from there we're going to do the leaf. And the leaf is a U or a C shape. And then we're going to do the opposite and connect at the point. And then we're going to go ahead and draw a line from the base up, halfway point. And that makes a little crease in the leaf. So where, for our younger friends out there, where do apples grow? They grow on trees, and they start out as a seed. What are some of the basic things that things need to live and grow and thrive? That would be water, soil, sunshine, and all of those things happen in nature, right? So, and they all start off as a little seed. So our apple is now ready to have some legs. So we're going to do 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna do like a hill shape. Just like that on both sides, 2 little hills. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take from one hill line to the other and do a straight line across. There we go. Just straight across. And those are his legs and his feet. Now let's do the arms. Do you see how I have different arm options, right? So I'm going to do, for this picture, I'm going to do a V. So it's going to come out of the middle of the apple side, V. Just like that, almost a sideways V. And for some of our older kiddo friends, we can do a greater than and less than symbol for the arms, right? Then we're going to go ahead and do the opposite down there, right? So it's like it's a mouth chomping. And now we're going to do the hands, and the hands are going to be an oval shape. I'm going to do an oval shape for my hands today. An oval. And now let's go ahead and do the mouth. So what I like to do is the start of the mouth is a kind of like a curve or a U shape, a shallow U. And I'm going to be making this one with the teeth. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take from one corner to the other corner, and I'm going to connect in a U shape. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to split that in half, connecting from one corner of the mouth to the other with another U shape. And you can leave it like that to show lips, or you can make it some teeth by doing some vertical lines going down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mine has 5 vertical lines. Yours might have different numbered vertical lines. Now we're going to do the eyes. You can see here these eyes are together and these are separate. This apple has a nose and this one does not. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do I did the mouth on this apple, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do the eyes on this apple. So they're separate eyes and they're going to be circles. 1 circle. 2 circles, just like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same. Remember the C shape we did? And the C shape over here? I'm going to do the same thing on the inside of the eyes as well. The midpoint and down, and the midpoint and down. And now I'm going to do 2 more little circles on the inside. And I'm not going to color those in. Those are going to stay white. I'm going to do the outside black. And now I'd like you to start thinking about your apple. What color might your apple be? Apples are all different sorts of colors. I've pulled a lot of different colors for my apple. So continue to color your eyes while we go through this. You can do your apple in orange, pink. You can add different colors, green, different shades of colors. If you see here, I have a dark green and a light green. I use 2 different colors for the stem up here. I use a light green and a dark green. Of course, they're traditional red. Apples can have yellow in it. So I picked a variety of colors depending on my mood and what I'm drawn to, right? Apples can be all different colors, and they have all different names too. There's different varieties of apples out there as well, right? Color that in. Happy little apple. And then I have some information for you while you continue. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pick out what colors you'd like, and you can start coloring your apple. I did add a heart balloon in my picture. So what a heart balloon would look like is a hill and a hill, and then a diagonal line. For those of you that aren't really familiar with drawing hearts, it's like a V shape, and then a swirly line going down for the string, and then color it in. So while you're coloring it in, whatever colors you'd like, I'm going to go ahead and tell you some information about apples, okay? So the states that are the most producing states of apples: Washington, New York, Michigan, Pennsylvania, California, and Virginia. So in the United States, that's where most of our apples come from. Now other states produce apples as well, but the main source is from those particular states. They originated in early Central Asia, and they ended up coming here by people that had traveled and relocated. So apples are all over the world, right? Different parts of the world, and there's different varieties. So that means there's different flavors and types. of color and taste. And so I encourage you sometimes to take a few different types of apples and do a taste test and see which apples you like side by side better than others. And so that's a fun activity you can do too. So also a little bit about apples. They, like I said earlier, they start off as a seed, right? And then they develop into a tree. And then we can pick the fruit from the tree. And then those seeds can make more apples as well. And a joke that I have for you for apples is, why did an apple peel cry, and that, or an apple pie cry? Why did the apple pie cry? And that's because his peelings were hurt. So remember, in apple pie making, you take off the outer skin of an apple most of the time. Some people enjoy apple skin in their pie as well, but that's a little funny joke on apples. So I encourage once again, all the parents out there, if you have a child going into kindergarten, I encourage you to visit the site parentandteachtoday.com. And I'll go ahead and show that up close. Parentandteachtoday.com, and register now for the parenting workshop to give you all the insider tips and tools that you need and could use and benefit from in order to help your child transition easily and successfully with confidence. I think of children as seeds, right? So either they come to us in kindergarten with some soil and some roots and have been watered and sunshine by their first teacher, which is the parents, and then they're ready to grow because they have that strong foundation. Through the workshop, you will develop the skills and insight in order to prepare your child for that foundation so that they're strong and rooted and ready to go in kindergarten. Because I believe that the preschool years and the kindergarten years lay the foundation for the success. Now, of course, there can be interventions done along the way, and there's wonderful teachers in every grade level. But as the first teacher in your child's life, you really are empowered to teach them everything that they could possibly benefit from in order to pursue that first day of school with confidence. And a little tidbit and reminder is that a lot of the tips and tools that are shared in the workshop, based on surveys of hundreds of teachers, are insider tools and tips that perhaps aren't common knowledge to everybody. So I encourage you, get in now while you can. Register today. The workshop is in this month, so it's July. So I believe it's next week. So I would register now, and we look forward to seeing you there. And all my friends that do art with me, thank you for joining me again. Don't forget to write your message to your teacher. I put on here, happy first day of school, and you might want to put love inside and your first name, or draw a picture. And I hope that you all have a wonderful end to your summer and enjoy this time together as families. And I also hope that you have a beautiful and wonderful new school year. We try to do all gratitude statements in all of our videos. So something I'm grateful for today is the prospect of the new school year to start fresh and to hopefully help and provide students and families with a wonderful experience this new school year as a teacher. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.